Hey, what's up, guys? It's Fatal Trigger here with another deck list. I made this build for my buddy Concubine Trigger, and unlike the other Kagero decks that you will basically see in set one, this is all centered about Goku. Now, Goku is a pretty strong guy. Whenever he checks into a grade 3, knock off a grade 1 or lower your opponent controls. What Goku does and his strengths, what they do, is he increases the trigger value. For example, you have your basic 16 triggers, but along with the massive grade 3s that you run, you get more chances to get that better plus off the trigger check. So this deck focuses on Goku and basically cycling through. This deck also has a little Morikawa syndrome for those who watch the anime, and it runs 10 grade 3s instead of the standard 8 to 7. But here, let's check it out. Alright, so first we got 4 stand. This deck needs to be aggressive. It's not like my Aleph deck that needs the draws. It doesn't really need the draws to go through. The draws actually hinder it because it goes back through your deck too fast, and you don't want to draw into your grade 3s. You want to check into them.
And if you're a second individual, you always hit it with a critical.
Exactly. And then we have 8 criticals, pretty standard, very aggressive layout. 4 heal, just basic staple in every other deck.
Kind of have to run this whole setup.
Yeah. And then for grade 1s, we have 4 airmo. 4 airmo to basically cycle out those grade 3s. They're going to be clogging up in your hand thanks to the checks. And it helps you cycle through your deck, search out for that Goku. And it just helps you basically make Goku's plus even plusier by cycling through and getting your better guards. Then we have 3 Bari, just a null guard, pretty standard.
And you get free with the grade 3s.
And basically he's just free cost with grade 3s they also get. So these two guys mainly ditch off your grade 3s. So grade 3s, having a lot of grade 3s won't actually hinder this deck, they'll actually make it very good. Then you have your basic 4 bars just for extra power. Starting Vanguard is Conroe, of course. And unlike other decks, this deck actually just runs a low grade 1 count. It actually runs, I think, 11. Yeah, 11. For the simple reason that you can always search off with Conroe. You can ride into a grade 1, or you can always just ride.
Yeah, I had to do that.
Yeah, you can ride into a grade 0, search out that grade 1 after with Conroe search. So you can lower the amount of grade 1s to add more grade 3s. But everything else you pretty much want to keep standard.
And you can mulligan in this deck, so you have an issue.
Yeah, you can mulligan in the game, so it's not really an issue. Okay, now you move on to grade 2s. It's pretty standard. 4 Nahalem, 4 Tejas, and 4 Berserk Dragon. There's not really anything else you can do with this kind of deck. It's pretty simple, pretty basic. And yeah, 10k attacks back rows, even further neg your opponent.
In the mirror match, it's broken because you can just get rid of their Conroe, or you can get rid of their Barkle.
Yeah, Tejas gets rid of Barkle. Basically, he ruins Barkle plays, so you can just wreck them, and also gets rid of mirror Conroes if your opponent's running more than one, or they kind of lag off to use it. Then we got 4 Berserk, essentially Blaster Blade of the deck, Counter Blast 2, knock off a grade 2 or lower. Great for getting rid of those interceptors, and also for combo pieces for an Aleph deck or a Barkle deck. Then for grade 3s, we have 4 Overlord, pretty standard, very good Vanguard, 11k. And it's got a ridiculous effect as a rear guard. You always want to have at least one as your rear guard, and the rest you can just ditch off. And also we have 2 Vortex. Now a lot of people are saying Vortex is bad. He's not. First off, Vortex is a soul charge card, but that's not what the focus is. You basically, if you're not getting into your Gokus or your Overlords, you want to ride into a Vortex. Reason being is because he's a consistent 20k along with a bar. So you'll have a consistent 20k beater every shot. The soul mat and charging doesn't really matter. You're not going to have this guy off much because remember, you're doing a lot of cycling with airmo and stuff. So you'll be soul charging, you finally get another grade 3, voila, you go into a Goku, which is the ideal grade 3, or you go into Overlord, which is just a good play overall. And then finally we have 4 Goku just to maximize the potency, the efficiency of the deck. He's a basic 10k, but it's not bad because you can also back him up with an airmo. You always want to back up Goku with airmo. Never back him up with a bar or a Conroe. Well, Conroe if you're going to search off, but you always want to move with an airmo. That way you do the twin drive, you get that grade 3, you neg your opponent 1, then you basically cycle it off with airmo, or keep it in your hand for Bari, and you basically go off. So.
And half your deck is fatal. Like you have 9. I'm not even gonna count.
Okay, basically what he's
9 plus 16 is 25 cards that you can drive for.
So in the best ideal check, you'll have 25 cards in your deck that you can check and you still get a plus off. That's the whole focus of the deck. It's very slow, not overly aggressive like most Kagero players like to be. which I really disagree with because Kagros are not a aggressive deck. They're a control deck.
No.
They focus on controlling the opponent and getting boost from it.
Kidding, yeah,
But it's basically all that focuses on. It's really just focused on Goku. The deck is very consistent, surprisingly enough. All you really need to do is make sure you open up with a grade 1 and you're set. And then you can basically just cycle through to grab your Gokus and stuff. But yeah. Bah. That's the deck list, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. And please don't forget to subscribe, comment. I'll put Concubine Trigger's thing down in the link below in the description. And yeah, that's it. Fail Trigger, out.